Hey guys, lesson question for today. What are the effects of performance enhancing drugs on sports performers? So, we're going to start by looking at the advantages of taking performance enhancing drugs. They improve physical performance, so they enhance your performance. Fame. Better performance equals winning more, and winning more equals more fame. Wealth. Better performance equals winning more equals more prize money and more money from new sponsors. And level playing field. If other performers are taking drugs, you have also got to take those drugs to level the playing field. Disadvantages. So we can't forget the nasty health effects. So, cheating, it sends a bad message to their fans and other players. There are bans, so they can receive a long or even lifetime bans from competing in that sport. There could be fines. They can be fined thousands of pounds for breaking the rules of the sport. And damaged reputation. Once caught cheating, you could lose fans. Any sponsors will likely drop them. So we're going to have a look at some of the different performance enhancing drugs. So first of all, we have stimulants. Now, the benefits of stimulants, they increase alertness, both mental and physical. There's a better reaction time and it can help to mask fatigue. But the side effects may include diarrhea, affected sleep patterns, can potentially cause heart failure, and can be addictive. So, an example of an athlete who may take stimulants may be someone who does athletics because it increases their reaction time for a sport such as sprinting. Diuretics. So, diuretics are taken by athletes which have weight categories. So, for example, boxing and judo. So, the benefits, they cause the body to produce more urine to help you lose weight before an event. They can be used for events with weight categories such as boxing and judo and can hide the use of other drugs like steroids. The disadvantages are dehydration and dizziness. And we have our beta blockers. So these are taken by athletes in target sports such as archery or shooting. The benefits are they help to keep you calm and reduce effects of adrenaline. They slow down the heart rate and blood pressure. They help to prevent your hands from shaking and can be used in target sports such as archery, as we said before. Side effects may include nausea and potential heart problems. Narcotic analgesics. So the benefits are they can help to kill pain. There's injuries or fatigue from overtraining don't affect performance as much. Now the side effects, they are addictive. Feeling less pain can lead to training too hard, which can cause further injuries. There could be constipation and there could be low blood pressure. So these can be taken by an athlete who is suffering from fatigue or injury. They may be more likely for endurance events where fatigue affects performance more. Now, some exam questions. Which one of these performance enhancing drugs is taken to reduce heart rate? We had beta blockers, we had diuretics, we had peptide hormones, or we have stimulants. The answer for reducing the heart rate was beta blockers. Exam question 2. Joel, a young professional footballer, is struggling to make progress into the first team at his club. A friend has suggested that he takes performance enhancing drugs. Discuss the possible advantages and disadvantages that Joel needs to consider before deciding whether to take performance-enhancing drugs. Now, the key words we need to consider are discuss. We also need to make sure that we're looking at both the advantages and the disadvantages. And we want to think about the fact that they are struggling to make progress as to why they would want to do that. Now, in terms of the allocation of marks, so we'd be looking at 2 to 3 marks for the advantages and 2 to 3 marks for the disadvantages. We must make sure we're linking it to the scenario. So as I said before, we're looking at how he's struggling to make progress in football. So award 1 mark for each of the following points up to a maximum of 5 marks. So our advantages here, we have increase his chance of making the first team, as the performance enhancing drugs could improve his strength and speed and ultimately his performance. It could lead to an increased income if he breaks into the first team, and linked to this will be better recognition or fame for Joel. And then we have our disadvantages. If he has been caught taking performance enhancing drugs, his reputation will be irreparably damaged. He may be sacked from his job as a professional footballer if he is caught taking performance enhancing drugs. He could be banned or fined. He could lose sponsorships or endorsements. There could be high health risk associated with the PEDs that he may take. And he could become addicted to the PEDs. Any other suitable point would be good, but ensure that you're relating it specifically to Joel and to football. Now we're going to look at peptide hormones. So the benefits: causes the body to produce more red blood cells, increases oxygen carrying capacity and endurance. Now the side effects are higher risk of stroke, higher risk of heart problems, and higher risk of diabetes. These are taken by endurance athletes, for example, a marathon runner or someone who does long distance cycling. Then we have anabolic agents such as steroids. So benefits: increase the rate of an amount of muscle growth, help athletes to train harder, speeds up the recovery process after exercise, and may make the performer more competitive and aggressive. Side effects may include kidney damage and increased aggression. Remember, we've looked previously at positives and negatives of aggression. These are taken by power athletes such as sprinters, could also be weightlifters. Blood doping. Blood doping is used in endurance events such as long distance running and cycling. So let's have a look at the stages of blood doping. So stage 1, a few weeks before an event, blood is removed from an athlete and is frozen. Stage 2, the blood which was removed is replaced by the body. Stage 3, the blood that was removed is thawed, then re-injected into the bloodstream before the event. So more red blood cells equals better oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. So more oxygen to the muscles equals better stamina. Effects of blood doping on the body. So increased viscosity, so the blood gets thicker. Increased risk of HIV or hepatitis, and blockage of blood vessels, so it could lead to stroke. So exam question: which one of these types of drug is taken to mask the pain caused by injury? Anabolic agents, diuretics, narcotic analgesics, or peptide hormones? So the answer to that would be narcotic analgesics, because they are used to numb pain. such as painkillers. Next question for 3 marks. Explain how blood doping could improve the performance of a marathon runner. So, to go back, we're looking at the term explain. Okay, so we need to really explain what's going on. And we want to make sure we're linking it to a marathon runner. So we're looking to award 1 mark for each of the following. The marathon runner's blood has more red blood cells. This results in an increased aerobic capacity, a greater oxygen carrying capacity in the body. This allows the marathon runner to run faster for longer before fatigue sets in. Of course, there are any other explanations of how blood doping could work to perform. Edit. Of course, there are other suitable explanations as well. So, a reminder of what we've looked at today. We've had a look at the advantages of taking performance-enhancing drugs, such as improved physical performance, fame, wealth, and leveling the playing field. We had a look at the disadvantages, such as cheating, bans, fines, and damaged reputation. We then looked at the types and the benefits and side effects of those. So we looked at stimulants, we looked at diuretics, we looked at beta blockers, we looked at narcotic analgesics, we looked at peptides, we looked at anabolic agents, and we had a look at blood doping and the different stages of that.